Hello traders, my name is Thomas, I'm private trader and I am part of testing team for Market Profit Pack. In this video I want to describe Market Profile Plus visualization in more detail. Let's start with maximizing the Market Profile Plus window across the whole screen. What you see over here is the current futures contract for Euro. The symbol is 6E and we are trading the September contract. It's my favorite instrument and I will show you some neat features of Market Profile Plus visualization. First, I want to look at the value areas. You see that all the profiles here show two value areas. You can display two value areas at the same time. If I right click and go to indicators, it shows over here value area type number 1, type number 2, and you can select where to display that. It can be displayed on the left, on the right, it can be displayed as lines, or you can choose only to display one value area in the profile. I use two value areas, and if we go farther down through the settings for the indicator, here we have the value area and we have calculation mode for value area number 1 and calculation mode for value area number 2. I personally prefer to use volume and TPO value area, but you also have the possibility to have the value area calculated based on the value weighted average price. So three ways how to calculate the value area, and two value areas can be displayed at the same time within the profile. If you look at the setting over here, you also see that you can change the value area size. The standard setting is 68%, which corresponds to the first standard deviation, but you can change it. Me personally, for some markets I change it a little bit, and there are two algorithms that calculate the value area. I use the standard balanced one. If you want to read more about the difference of these two algorithms, you can do so in our manual, which is available on the web. So this is for the value areas and their setting. You can also right click anywhere in the chart and quickly change the settings. So value area type number 1, you can disable it or have it displayed on the left side of the profile as lines. The same for value area number 2, and here you can quickly change also the calculation mode. So that's the brief introduction of the value areas. Another neat feature used quite often is splitting of the profile. So either you can right click on the profile, go to actions, split unsplit letters, you can split session at letter, merge the profiles to the left, to the right, and you can remove all splitting and merging that you have done before. So I'll start with split letters. Everything also has keyboard shortcuts, so once you learn those you will be much quicker. So if I split the profile from Monday into individual letters, you have a better overview of how the individual TPOs were developing in time. You see the value areas, the volume histogram, the initial balance and its multiples. You can also split the profile in a letter you choose. So for example, TPO F is when the US session starts for me. So if I right click on F, I do action and do split session at letter, you see that it will split the day into two profiles. Now I press just Shift plus T and Shift plus T over here, and I see the development of the Asian and European session over here for the 24th of June, and here is the development in the US session for the same day. If I want to merge the profiles back, I simply right click, actions, merge session to the right, and see the profile is back as it was initially. You can also choose to merge 2 days into one. So this is Monday, this is profile for Tuesday. So if I Right click over here, actions, merge right. Now I have one profile representing Monday and Tuesday development together. Now if I want to take it back, I simply click action, remove splitting and merging, and I have the 2 days separately again. Another thing I want to show in this video is setting of different time frames. This is daily time frame, daily profile based on 30-minute TPOs. So the standard setting introduced by Peter Steidelmeier and used very often. I do not use daily profiles only. I look at higher time frame and even lower time frame profiles. And this is done very simply. If I right click anywhere in the chart, I go to indicators, market profile plus, I go up here, you have sessions, and here is session type. You see over here session type is day and session value is 1. So that means one profile will represent 1 day. I can change this to minute, day, week, month or year. So I will do week. I'll leave session value 1. So that means that one profile will cover 1 week price development. If I click OK, you see that the chart has changed and now I have weekly profiles on the chart with the value areas, highlighted singles areas, highlighted means for the profiles, everything like for the daily but just on a higher time frame. Setting profiles to different time frames is very easy and universal. You can choose any combination and basically it will all be determined by the fact if you are intraday trader who needs lower time frames or if you are a swing trader who prefers or will make use of higher time frames like the weekly over here. Let me change it quickly just for illustration. So here we have week, so I will put it back to minutes and do session value 60, which means that one profile will represent 60 minutes development. You see that the picture has changed. We have profiles representing 1 hour. They don't look very neat because I left the TPO setting at 30 minutes, so basically it's only 2 TPOs per profile. But we can change this easily. If we go to indicators, to setting number 7 TPO, here you have the field TPO length in minutes. So for 60-minute profile I will use 3 minutes TPO, so I will get 20 TPOs per profile. Click OK and you see suddenly that the profiles look much better, still representing 1 hour development, but 1 TPO represents 3 minutes. And I can choose any setting I like. Very universal. One more thing I want to show and mention is the data box over here in the upper left part of the window. It shows information about the session. The data box is displayed by default. If you do not want to display it, simply right click in the chart, go to show, data box, untick it, and it will disappear. If you want it back, show, data box, and it will appear back. And now I have last thing I want to show you, which is the feature of cumulative session. The cumulative session will display on the right hand part of the window profile which is 1 time frame higher than what you are using. So now I'm using intraday profiles based on minutes. So if I right click, go show cumulative session, I will get cumulative profile since the beginning of the day. So taking all the profiles from midnight and cumulating them into one big profile, again showing the value area. Now if I go back to indicators, change the TPO length back to 30 minutes and change the session type to daily, so I get back my daily profiles, session value 1, so one profile represents 1 day. I click OK and you see that suddenly I have my daily profiles back over here, and in the right hand part I have the cumulative profile for the whole week, and it says over here the week from 24th until 26th of June, which is today, and this profile will cumulate until Friday. So basically in one chart window you get overview of the daily action and the value areas, and at the same time, in the same window, you get a cumulative profile of a higher time frame, which is very useful, especially considering that you know where the value area is for the week. So these were the main features of the Market Profile Plus. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you want to try it out, we will be happy to give you a free trial. In order to get the trial, just go to our website, market-profit-pack.com, click Test Trial over here. We will also provide you with a complete user manual which covers and explains all functions of every visualization. We are also ready to answer any questions or handle any suggestions you might have, so do not hesitate to contact us at marketprofitpack@gmail.com. Thank you for your attention and have good trades.